Good. Okay, so we're recording. All right, guys, so we're live. I want to thank everybody for making it on today. I know Mondays are kind of hectic. I know it's getting back into that routine after such a relaxing, nice weekend. But you guys are all in here because you guys want to make a difference. You guys want to push. Can I ask everybody to mute themselves so that way we don't have feedback? I think it's Luli's phone. I don't know. I don't think I'm able to. Am I able to mute people? No, right? Okay. So, guys,
you can mute people. Well, I can mute people, and if they're on a cell phone, they must do it. We can't.
And in this case, it is on a phone.
Okay, I'm gonna mute all. Veronica, I'm gonna unmute you in 1 second. Hold on. You're good.
Okay. All right. So again, where I was. We put this call together. Monica and I, we were talking, and I thought about we were thinking about a call, and this idea came up to me. I feel like I think that I struggled the same thing also in the beginning of my business, that I was always doing what every other coaches were doing, and I was always replicating what I saw, and I wasn't being me. So I wanted to put this call together because I wanted to show that it doesn't matter what kind of character you have. Who here has done the color code to find out what color you are? Okay, so if we have some whites in here, raise your hand. No whites. I think I'm a white. I am a white. I'm half a white. Okay, and then if you're a yellow, raise your hand. If you got yellows in here. What about reds? Oh, we got a lot of reds. Lots of reds. Love it. And what about blues? Who's partying? Who's always having fun? That's our blues. Yes, Donna, you are definitely a blue. We're going to get into that.
That's a yellow. You got it backwards. Yellow.
Oh, just kidding. Yellow. You're absolutely right. Just kidding. Thank you, Mo. You're absolutely right. So anyways, everybody has their types of character, and that's what makes them unique. And so I wanted to talk about that, and I wanted to share that. And I wanted to bring up 3 coaches that are the complete polar opposites. And they all joined at the same time, and they're all rocking their business. So I wanted to talk about these coaches. And before we start, I wanted to introduce each one of them. Okay, so and I wanted them to talk about themselves a little bit, and then I'm going to ask them questions, and I hope it gives you guys a taste of, where they're coming from. It gives you a taste about how they started their business and how they skyrocketed how they took this business and they ran. So with that being said, I wanted to introduce Gina. So Gina became a coach in the end of January of 2017, right? And then a little bit after, about 4 months later, in April, right? April, she became a diamond. Okay, she became a diamond coach. And Gina is, like I say, is one fart away from becoming a 1-star diamond. She is a fart away from a 1-star diamond. Since the beginning of this time, she has jumped into this business and she ran with it. And then she recruited Donna. So Donna is the complete opposite. Donna is super hyper, super active, super crazy. Okay, I have to tell you guys, Donna became an Emerald coach before her Shakeology shipped to her. Let that sink in. She didn't have a bag of Shakeology yet with her, and she became an Emerald coach. She's like, I don't know what I'm doing, guys, but I'm doing it. And she, from day one, as soon as she, hit send for her order, she went on social media and she just yelled to the world what she was doing. And it attracted people just like her. It started to attract her tribe. So then you have Donna, and Donna is the fart away from becoming a diamond coach. She is 1 emerald away. So I'm really excited to have her on this call. And so then we have Lori also. I wanted to bring Lori onto this call because Lori is is the most, she has a big heart. She's very, very quiet. She once in a while graces us with her presence and, talking. And she's very, very, I want to say very shy, very mellow, very down. She's very, with her posts, she's very consistent. And if you guys see her transformation, just jaw dropping. From day one, she was product of the product, and she shared that. Yes, her transformation has been phenomenal. And so, but the way she approached the business was completely different and complete opposite of the way Donna approached the business. And yet here they are, both rocking their business. Lori is, almost diamond. She's there, she's almost diamond. All three of them were success starters. So if you guys don't know what that means, all three of them hit Success Club the first 3 months of becoming a coach, and they all three earned their ticket to Summit. And so I think that is an amazing accomplishment. But I wanted to bring them all in here because, you have the crazy outgoing, you've got the very, very shy, and then you've got, Gina, I kind of find as a nurturer. She's in between, and she is a nurturer, and she's just so, loving, but at the same time, she can, be a little bit, hey, and then come back down, and then just be like, okay, guys, like, she's very grounded, and, so you've got all three types of characters in here, okay? All three characters, all three rocking their business, all three success starters. So I wanted to kind of talk to you guys, and I wanted to, let's dig into them and tap into, how did this happen for them? And I think the one thing that all three did from the get-go was they were themselves. From day one, oh, there goes that fly. From day one, they were them. They were not, trying to be anybody they weren't. They were transparent, and I think people vibe that, and people can feel that, their transparency. And so I think if that's one thing I noticed that they all three have mastered, it's being themselves, unapologetically themselves. And so here we go. I wanted Gina, go ahead and introduce yourself. And
hi, everybody. I'm Gina. As Veronica said, I became a coach end of January. So January 27th, I placed my order. And I think it's pretty much that story that you hear. I was that mom that was tired of being tired of not being able to lose the baby weight. So that mom that a lot of you target, that was me. I felt uncomfortable with myself. I felt unhealthy. I had tried everything under the sun to lose weight. I had tried YouTube videos. I was also on an eating plan, and the weight just wouldn't come off, or it would just come off super slowly. And then holidays came around, and all that work just kind of went to crap. So I actually started following Veronica, one of her free clean eating groups. Since I was doing a meal plan as well, I started posting my recipes, and that's where Veronica reached out to me, like, you're pretty much doing what coaches do, so why don't you join me? And I honestly joined as a coach because I figured, the most that I could lose was weight. I wasn't going to lose money. If I worked the business and I gained something, great, but I really went into this for my health. And don't get me wrong, from day one, I did start posting. I posted, I guess, my before picture, inviting people to my journey. I took that first step, but not really with high expectations. So it just kind of snowballed from there, and getting into the push, which Veronica, told me you need to get into the push. And that's another thing, guys. If your coaches tell you, get into a training, it's going to make a difference, do it. Don't question them. Don't think, oh, I have to pay $10 or whatever. No, don't question them. They are telling you because it's worth it. So I got into the push. And again, with that mentality, not thinking, yeah, it's push to diamond. I've been a coach for 2 weeks. I'm not going to get to diamond in a month. But I am going to gain that knowledge. And I did, I think, recruit maybe 5 or 6 coaches during the push. So it was, you know, strides in 6 weeks for somebody that didn't even think that they were going to work the business. So that's pretty much kind of how it snowballed. I remember receiving a video that Veronica sent me when they were in Punta Cana, I think it was, with her, Monica, and Christina. Like, we want you in that leaders retreat. You got to get to Diamond. We believe in you. And I swear that lit a fire under me. And all that fear of judgment, all that fear of you know, people saying no, I realized, it's, you know what, it's not about me. It's lives I'm going to be changing. I'm going to send out invites. I'm going to start messaging people. I mean, people are liking my posts, and they're commenting and saying how inspiring I am. So why don't I believe it? So guys, believe in yourselves. Believe that what you're doing is, you are making a difference, even if the person doesn't like or comment. And why do I say that? Because I received a message the other day just saying, you know, thank you so much for posting these things. I was depressed, and I'm going through a divorce, and I decided to join a gym with a friend. And I had invited this girl to join my challenge groups, but you know what? She got out of her house, and she reached out to a friend, and you know, that's a huge step forward. It's not about the Success Club points. It's not about the commission or the whatever. It's about helping people. Those 2 points are one person's lives that you touched, plus their families. So just, you know, it's a complete mind shift that you need, you know, just to really push your business forward.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you. And oh man, I remember like it was yesterday. So can you tell everybody, when I told you to be a coach, and then I had said to you, I was like, look, you know, you'd be meant for this, you know, because she took over my clean eating challenge group and was like posting and was messaging and giving people solutions before I could. And so I was like, dude, this girl needs to become a coach. What was the one thing you said to me? Do you remember?
Hurry up and send me the link before I change my mind? Or was that one of the things?
Yeah. But you also had said to me, you were like, me? No, I'm
not a salesperson.
I'm not a salesperson. Those were her words. I'm not a salesperson. Now, let me ask you, have you felt like a salesperson throughout this journey?
No, not at all. Not at all. And again, I think that it's a complete mind shift, because people don't realize that you're just sharing your journey to inspire others. And it's funny because you tell me, oh, you took over my clean eating group, and you guys talk about finding your tribe and just being truly you. And Donna took over my clean eating challenge group, which is how I recruited her. She was posting answers. She was posting recipes. She was posting transformation pictures. And I'm like, woman, you're doing what I do. You're doing what coaches do. So you're really, if you're true to yourself, you will attract people that are like-minded. So Donna is a complete rock star. And it's funny that, you know, we are complete opposites in the way that, yes, she pressed send on her, you know, submit her order. And the next day, if not that same night, she posted a live video on Facebook saying, all right, people, so you guys know that I'm in my health journey, and I decided to step it up a notch and become a Beachbody coach. And what does that mean? And it was a 10-minute video, 8-minute video. And she got so much traction out of it. And she had not received her Shakeology. She had not received anything. She had not done her first workout, I think. So I'm terrified of live videos. I'm terrified of these presentations. I'm shaking right now because I'm talking to all of you. So polar opposites, but yes, you just have to be true to yourself.
Awesome. So let's bring out Donna here. So Donna, go ahead, unmute yourself. So Donna, can you share with everybody how you became part of this business? Like we know how you met Gina through online, through a clean eating group, but tell us why you joined, and give us a real quick, you know, of your journey, your beginning journey.
Okay. Hey guys. So my journey has kind of been over the past 6 or 7 years. I've gotten really good at losing 15 to 20 pounds, and then doing something like a race or a half marathon. But it's like the minute I accomplish that goal, I would completely throw all my training out the window. So, I thought I earned it. Like, I earned this post-race meal. And then that turned into like a post-race weekend. And then I was just like, 4 or 5 months later, back to 20, 30 pounds heavier. So this year on January 1st, I told myself, because I'm turning 40 this year, that I'm going to lose the weight and I'm going to keep it off. So I started my weight loss journey in January. And when I met Gina, we probably met in March, and we kind of communicated back and forth through other groups. And then she really introduced the business to me in April. So at that point, I had already lost about 15 or so pounds. I was rocking and rolling with what I thought was working, and it kind of was, but I was plateauing because I never pushed past that. Usually when I get to like 20-pound weight loss, I'm like, woo, I did it. My clothes are a little loose. I can eat a little more. And like the same cycle, I never shifted how I thought about the whole lifestyle. It was just like a short-term goal. So, but this time it's the shift has happened. This is 100% has changed my life. Just the constant encouragement that I've gotten from the business and Beachbody has kept me going forward. And I've way surpassed any weight loss I've ever had. I've built muscle I never even knew was there. I did a handstand the other night. Like, my kids are like, Mom, what are you doing? So I'm setting goals like physically, it's not a number on the scale. It's what can I do? What is my body capable of? And I feel I spent 8 years in the military, so I've always been semi-athletic, but not competitive or anything, just enough to maintain a healthy weight. But this is like blows all of that out of the water. So I think just by talking about it, you see my enthusiasm. I mean, I'm like, I've never done these things, and I'm telling you, I'm going to be 40. So I'm very competitive also. So although I like to share and help people, I want to hit those marks and those goals because, like, why not? So that's a little bit about how I got started in the business and what kind of keeps my, fuels my fire.
Let's talk about becoming Emerald before your Shakeology shipped to you. How, woman?
Okay, so I can't even hardly take credit for this because my first month as a Beachbody coach, I became Emerald and I hit Success Club 10, but it was my warm market. So I kind of, I know it was work, and I know a lot of people don't have that luxury, but it was totally like, I immediately called like my mom. I told her what I was doing, and then she's like, I want to try that. And then I got my sister and, 2 friends. So it seemed like the point that I decided to do this, a lot of my close inner circle was tired of whatever they were doing. Like, my mom has been religious to Weight Watchers for like 20 years. So for her to try something different and realize, you can still, I introduced her to 21-day fix, and it's like, you can still portion control and do your little food logging, but it's something different that we have the community, the support, and that's, what other programs might not offer. So it's, that's how I hit it the first month. Like Gina said, I posted my live. Whoever is hesitant about going live or making videos, let me just share with you. I have a lot of people on Facebook from the military, from high school. Well, that's part of my invite. If I have done anything with you in the past 20 years, I'm going to find you and add you. And if you're tired of what I'm posting, then you can unfollow me. But what I recognize is that people want to see your face and hear your voice. And I got a lot of response because people hadn't seen or heard me. They just saw pictures or saw like written posts. So put stuff that adds value. sometimes those written posts, people don't read them. They want to see, they want to hear. So step out of your comfort zone and you will be really surprised with the response you get.
Absolutely awesome. Absolutely. Okay, so and the next person I want to introduce is Lori. So Lori is actually in my downline. And from day one, I mean, I would go to my back office and I would not know who this person was. And here she was every single month, Success Club 8, Success Club 12, Success Club 10, Success Club 10. And I'm like, okay, who is this girl? Because I needed to talk to her because she's obviously, so from day one, she took this business and she ran with it. And she's done it in such a, I want to say like a very closed group. Like she's very quiet, very shy. So I want you guys to hear from her, how with her personality, even, we don't have to be a Donna or a Gina, or we could be a Lori and still hit Success Club every single month. You are on a 6-month streak already for hitting Success Club. She has hit Success Club 6 months in a row. And it's not, and a lot of them has always been Success Club 10 and up. So let's hear it from Lori. Let's hear her story and take it away.
Hi, everybody. I'm nervous. Let me get started. I am totally different than Gina and Donna. I was actually a college athlete and never had to worry about what I ate my whole life. I ate whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, and was always thin. I never had to worry about how my clothes fit or anything. And then I'm actually from Chicago, and then I moved down to Miami, and I had 2 children and became a teacher, and the weight just piled on. And then I just got to the point where I just didn't care. I just continued to eat whatever I wanted. And I always tell everybody I was just getting to the point where I figured I'd be wearing my mom jeans for the rest of my life, And then I actually was in one of my friend's weddings last year, and somebody made a comment about everybody in the wedding party being obese. And that comment I just thought about it, and it just made me so feel so terrible. And I was just like, that's it. What am I doing? I need to change something. This is ridiculous, even though I don't think I was really obese, but just the comment alone just really, I'm a very quiet person, and I went home and I thought about that. And thanks, Donna. My coach, Yvette from work, she kept telling me to join, and I always had an excuse. No time with 2 little kids at home, no money, the same excuses that we all get every day. And then I saw one of her posts in January, and I was just like, you know what? I'm going to do it. What do I have to lose? So I bought it, and then actually that same night, I felt so guilty buying it because I'm like, it's just I'm just wasted $199, and then the next day when I tried it, I couldn't get it to work on my TV. So I'm like, I don't want to do workouts on my computer. This is, it's not going to work for me. But I did it anyway, and then I just kept doing it every day, little by little, and it started to work. And the weight just started coming off. My confidence started getting better, and here we are today.
Absolutely. I mean, I cannot believe somebody said that. That would have, like Monica said, that right there was your pivotal moment, your aha moment. Like,
I don't know if he was joking, but I was like mortified,
Well, and if you guys have not seen Donna, if you not have seen Lori's transformation, it is phenomenal. This girl's got killer abs right now, insane, amazing. I think she should do the, what's that called at a summit? Somebody help me. What Sue did.
Classic.
Classic. There you go. I think you should do the classic. That
We'll
would be
see.
amazing. So she also earned her ticket. So I wanted to ask all three of you guys questions, and I wanted you guys each to answer these questions. And then at the end, if anybody else has any questions they want to throw out there, then now's your time. Now's your chance. So I wanted to ask you, and we'll have Donna go first. Why did you set the goals to hit Success Club the first 3 months? What was on the line for you? So why did you hit Success Club the first 3 months? What was on the line for you?
Well, honestly, the first month was, I feel like a fluke. Like I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't even know what Success Club was. So I just threw it out there, like, to my friends and family to follow me, and then people wanted to join. So I would say what got me after month 1, when I realized what you could get, was I wanted that free ticket to Summit. So, and I got it. I earned it. So that was what drove me, because I wanted to be there. I wanted to be there this year, but I'm going next year. So that's what drove me.
Awesome. Okay, Gina.
Honestly, I remember that first call that we had, and I kind of feel like Donna, like, I didn't know what Success Club was, but you told me you got to hit Success Club. That's what's going to get your business rolling. You're going to get your free ticket to Summit. You're going to earn free trips. You're going to, it's going to help you just pretty much build your rank. You get all this free swag and stuff. And I'm like, all right, I like free stuff, So honestly, that was the mentality of hitting Success Club those first few months. And again, now it's different. Obviously, we all still like free stuff, but it's helping people. So at this point, obviously, once your business grows and is established, it's every 2 Success Club points is a person that you help. So but yeah, those first 3 months, I was like, free ticket to Summit and business rolling, and let's do this. Sure.
Awesome. Okay, and Lori, go ahead.
Okay, can you hear me? Okay, I'll be honest. When I became a coach, I thought the same thing. I'm not a salesperson. Who's going to want to buy something from me? What do I have to offer? But I gave it a try, and I was just really surprised at actually just how many people have even just come to me that I haven't talked to in over 20 years. And just even like friends of their friends that have seen my story and my posts and that I inspired them. And that really like hit home with me, because I love to do that. I love helping other people. And that really has helped me to continue doing it too, because I love sharing the program with other people and letting them have the same feeling that it's given to me,
That's awesome. Now let me ask you, when you first became a coach, did you understand what Success Club was?
I did. I watched, I went through all the videos, and I researched things, and I might be quiet, but like behind the scenes, I'm always like, keeping up with everything and learning. I like to learn new things. So I really didn't have a clue when I started that I was going to, I'm like, well, we'll take it month by month and just see how it goes. And, I surprised myself that and now I just love it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Sorry, question number 2. What mistakes have you made in the little time being a coach, and how has that molded you into the coach you are today? So go ahead, Lori.
One of the mistakes that I made was that, when we make our list of people that we think, would be interested or whatever, I would just automatically write people off and say, no, they wouldn't be interested. And, I would assume that. And then, then I would watch and I would see that they would be liking all my posts and commenting. And, then I started reaching out to them and they were interested. So that was a big thing that I saw. Like, don't just write people off, because I've realized so many people really struggle with their weight and their health. And that's like very internal for them. They don't feel, comfortable. They might not say it or talk about it, but it's something that they really do want help with. And that's what I've learned.
That's awesome. Gina, go ahead.
Sorry, this minimized somehow, so I couldn't unmute. Okay, so I agree with Lori completely. Don't write people off. I had, I'm from the Dominican Republic, and here I had, a handful of friends, and all of them have an established gym routine or boot camp or Zumba or something. So I automatically, thought, well, they're not going to be interested in it. And most of them were, most of them are challengers and are doing it and are rocking it. So definitely don't write people off. Something else is I started seeing people post, I'm, Success Club 18, 20, 26, and I started comparing myself and doubting and how is this possible? So somebody posted in Diesel Core, don't compare your chapter 1 to my chapter 12. And honestly, if Monica or Veronica are posting, I'm in Success Club 14 or 20 or 26, I've been a coach 5 months. They've been coaches for 3 and 6 years, so how can I compare all those seeds that they have planted with the 5 months of seeds that I've planted? So, just one step at a time. Don't compare yourself to somebody else. Just, do your thing, head down, do your power hour, and all those seeds that you're planting, they will flower. And then I think the third thing that really kind of pushed me forward was stop thinking about what other people think of you. I made that mistake a lot. Like I wouldn't post things, or I was afraid of posting things because I was afraid of what the judgment or what people would think. So again, it goes back to just be you and doesn't care, don't care about what other people think. I think the You Are a Badass, if you haven't read that book, it completely changed me. And thankfully that was the first book that I read. And in that first week I ordered it online, and because of that book I didn't quit, because I had people already like, you're posting a lot on Facebook, because I used to not, I didn't post that much before, and you're posting a lot on Facebook, like, little comments here and there, like you're going to start being annoying or whatever. And if I wouldn't have read that, like, just do you, then I may have quit because people were already judging me. So head down and do your thing.
And I think I'm very guilty of that too. When I first started, I was comparing. Oh, hello, like look who my sister was. And I could never compare. I could never be my sister. And I would tell myself that over and over and over. And it got to the point that I started to believe it. So when you start saying those little things in your head, they may seem very, don't compare they may seem very little, and you may think that it has no impact on you, and it's just little negativity that doesn't do anything, but it really does. It's poison. It really does start to change the way you think. So that's why personal development is so important. I think personal development also is what saved my life. I think that's what, it literally saved my life. But I think that if I had not dove into personal development the way I did, I think I would have quit. I would have hands down quit. And so PD, I feel, is the foundation of us coaches, and it's what's going to keep us going. Go ahead, Donna.
No, I was kind of going to piggyback off what Gina said, the self-doubt in the beginning, because right out the gate, I had a hater, and I think it's because I've done this before. Here she goes again. And I had, in the past, I've had a hard time meshing personal and professional. I always keep work at work and friends and personal and family at home. So when I really embraced this and thought, well, I confronted the hater, first of all, because he was, I work for a state law enforcement agency. So a lot of machismo, like, you know, it's a guy field. There's a lot of like, and a lot of fit, you know, they're officers. So most of them are like in good health or whatever. But this one trooper told me, oh, here you go again, blah, blah, blah. And I let it roll off the first time. And then the second time he said something, well, I unfriended him, but I confronted him at work. And I told him, I don't remember verbatim what I said, but, you know, it's like, you should join me. You should better yourself with some personal development, you know, because why are you hating on someone for being excited and enthusiastic? So if there's something in the beginning, I let, you know, 800 people could tell me, good job, Donna. And I would let one negative remark consume me. Like, oh my God, it happened again on Saturday. So I haven't had haters in a while. And I went to a wedding on Saturday, like feeling on top of the world, you know, all dolled up and pretty. And we're at the table at the reception, and a coworker's husband, who I don't have on Facebook, but this is really important. She must show him stuff, because he said something to me at the table. You know, I had the cake. I was going to eat the cake that night. And as I'm eating the cake, my coworker's husband busts out with, are you going to put this on Facebook? And I'm like immediately kind of embarrassed, like, okay. Now he's like challenging me, like the image I portray on Facebook is not me in real life. And then his wife, who took the opportunity to kind of keep jabbing, which I recognize was an insecurity in her. But I took a few jabs, and then I finally was like in my head, get out of this situation now, because it's, you know, it's gone on. So I said, you know what, I am going to take a picture and I am going to post this on Facebook. So I did. I posted a pic and said, I ate the cake, and I told him, and I'm going to tag you guys, because, you know, it was like, I'm normal, I'm human, I'm going to eat cake. But what I don't want to do is portray an image on Facebook that people think is false. So you got to mix it up. It's like, you know, we can't be on point 100% all the time. And if you are, like, kudos to you. But if you're not, don't just post everything great on Facebook, because then when people see you in real life, you know, you got to be proof of the product. So it kind of all comes together in one big ball. But the self-doubt and not seizing every opportunity. I can recall times where I would talk to someone, they'd be like, Donna, you look great, what are you doing? And I would kind of like shy away and say, oh, I'm just working out a little more. And then I would go back to my office and say, you idiot. Like, the door was open. I'm doing Beachbody. Like, all you had to do was just say it. Or I'm working a program. Have you heard of X, Y, and Z? So over the past few months, I've really gained the confidence and tried to seize the opportunities when it's presented to me. And I'll even take opportunities when they're not presented, because I just want everyone to know so that they can have the same opportunity that we've had.
That is so true. Let me tell you. I was told everywhere I go, I was at a birthday party, and it was a bunch of moms. It was at my son's school. It was one of his classmates, and one of the moms was like, oh, you're going to eat that? And I'm like, damn right I'm going to eat that. I don't work out the way I work out so that I don't get to indulge. But I did. But it's true how people are very
oh, they're judging. They're always watching us. And it's the people that have said no. It's the people that have failed. You know, they are the worst critics, but they come back because I've talked to his wife about what I'm doing, and I know she's interested. So it was weird the way she jabbed at me, because I thought, you know, jealousy is a very ugly, you know, like envy is terrible. It's like, it's such an ugly characteristic, but that's an insecurity. So I don't even feed into it. It's like, but I thought in the moment, I got to do something, because they are putting me out there big time.
Can I say something real quick about that? I think that this kind of shows you that by being just genuine and just showing the truth, you work out every day, you drink your Shakeology, you follow these containers, and you eat the goddamn cake, you are normal. Doesn't that relieve pressure from everybody to want to try to be some kind of perfect? Like, guys, embrace that, lean into that, get out there and educate people. And that's exactly what I think I've heard across the board from these three ladies. They just embraced who they were, and they were out there just sharing and tackling and educating people on what we do. So just want to throw my 2 cents.
No, it's awesome. That's awesome, and it's true, and it's again, being transparent. It's just being very transparent to who you are, and be unapologetic about it. You're not trying to be somebody you're not. And I, for one, I don't think I ran my business in the beginning like that. I wasn't. I was trying to be my sister. I was trying to be her, and I'm not her. I'm the complete opposite of my sister. So, and I think that's where when I started to try to become somebody I was, that's when I struggled. My business struggled. I struggled trying to be somebody I'm not. And that's hard. That's hard to try to be somebody, that's not you, and it's not natural, and you just can't, portray who you are. That right there is a job in itself. So what makes you think you're gonna be able to do this job? So I think that, again, yes, amazing. All right, I'm gonna jump in real quick. And then guys, I don't have to keep going. We're just gonna go Lori, Gina, and then Donna. So the next question is, if you could go back in time to when you first became a coach and tell your past self one thing, what would it be?
Me first?
Lori, you have to unmute yourself.
Definitely to be more confident in myself. That I want to also piggyback on what you guys were talking about, that you have to have a thick skin. And I think, Veronica, you told me that we went to work out in the park one day when I first started. And I remember that you said, you have to get used to people saying no. A lot of people are going to say no. They're not going to be nice about it. And you just have to learn to be okay with that and do your thing and not worry about them. And I know I was having a very hard time posting my transformation picture, and you kept telling me, just do it, you're going to get a lot of leverage, you got to do it. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to do it. So I posted on one of the mom groups. I don't know what mom group it was. I deleted it since then, but within 1 minute of me posting it, there was a vomit meme that telling me shove my Shakeology up my you-know-what. I was like, oh my God, I got to take my picture down. And, and then I thought about it. I was just like, who cares? That's not the right group for me. That's not the right people that I want to, be around and surround myself with anyway, and just move on, So that was, before, maybe if that had happened when I first started, it would have really pushed me away from it. But now, now you just got to be you and do you.
Go.
Me or Donna?
Yeah. No, go ahead, Gina.
Sorry. So I actually think that I already touched upon it. Don't compare. Stop comparing yourself to anybody else. I think that that's what I would tell myself. Don't compare. And something that I'm still telling myself to this day, and every day I work on, step out of your comfort zone, because that's when the magic happens. It's in both personal and professional. In fitness, once you're tired, that's when the real work begins. That's when you start, changing. We heard that from Shanti. We heard that from Chris Downing. And that's the way that it is in your personal and professional life as well. Step out of your comfort zone. That's where the magic happens.
Yes, amen to that. Step out of your comfort zone, and be careful, guys. Because if you are around Sue, she will make you step out of your comfort zone. How many of you have been forced to step out of your comfort zone by Sue? So, yes, just do it. Don't think about it. If you think about it too much, you overthink it, then you don't do it. If you are having trouble going live, I promise you, the more times you go live, the easier it gets. And then now it's it's cake. Okay. It's literally cake. It doesn't, faze me. You just got to keep doing it and yes, exactly that. Just do it. Like Nike says, just do it. Go ahead, Donna.
I like what Amy said. Take off your shirt. I joke about, I never wore a bikini. I never just wore a sports bra. And now you can't put a shirt on me. The realtor came the other day to take our picture in front of the house, and I went out there in a sports bra. And my husband was like, really, babe? Are you going to put a shirt on? And I'm like, no, like I didn't work this hard. But if I could go back to the beginning and tell myself one thing, it is you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it, and you're not gonna fail, because I think I was still unsure, but I blindly went in with faith, and I'm doing it. So that's all.
Oh, Donna, you just crack me up. Like, this girl in these chats she's so funny. Love it. But yes, and I saw that picture of you for sale for your house. It was awesome. Awesome. You rock. You seriously rock. All right. So this question is for two of you. So I know two of you were coaches before. Let's talk about that. I want to know what was different this time around. So I know Gina and Donna were both coaches before. No, okay, so then Gina, because I thought, Donna, you told me you were also into coaching before and that you wanted to.
I had thought of that more as why my weight loss journey is different this time. And what I'd say to that is the difference for me this time is, well, of course, the community of people we have that keeps me motivated, but I had that mental shift, and I realized, like, I am good enough. I can be like other people that are successful in this arena. So it's something that's foreign to me because, like I said, I've never been super athletic. I didn't play sports in high school. I tried a lot of stuff, but, I was like the right fielder in softball, or I played lacrosse, but I was only on the team because everyone was, there was no tryouts. Like, everyone made the team. So I was, I maintained a decent physical fitness level because I was in the military, but I've never gone beyond that. So that for me is the mind shift, is like, you can do this. And then the little things I've built up to do, like a headstand and then a handstand, and now I'm going to do a one-armed handstand. That's my next feat. So it's like little things like that. It's like, I can do it, and that's why it's different this time.
So you feel like this time around it's been more of a lifestyle, not so much as
completely. Yes, I'm not like when I go out to eat, and now it's habit. I've been making the good choices and decisions so much that, like, I don't want the junk. So I can eat salmon and broccoli when I go out to a restaurant. And yeah, it's totally a lifestyle, 100%.
That's awesome. So wait, now here, Gina. So Gina was a coach before, and I didn't know that until like 2 months into her coaching. She was like, oh yeah, you know, I was a coach before and I quit. And I was like, what? Really? And so I wanted you to tell why this time around did you grab this and run the way you did?
I never even worked the business before. I mean, I think I started because of the Shakeology discount. And for me, I don't even consider that I was a coach before, because again, I was more of a discount coach. Even though my upline had been like, oh, you'd be good at this. And yeah, you should definitely try. And then that's it. Like, so maybe if I would have been put into training in like something like New Coach University, if we would have had calls, if we would have had one-on-ones, if we would have had this sort of leadership and this whole process, recruitment and then put into the teams, and you feel like you're part of the community, the welcoming, here's the new coach guide, so even though it's overwhelming, because I think all of us kind of feel overwhelmed when we see, oh my God, I have to see these 10 videos and I have to be posting and I have to be inviting, like it is overload of information for new coaches. And I know I felt that way. I know a lot of new coaches feel that way, but I feel like leadership here is great, that we're working as a team together, and that my success is Veronica's success and Donna's success and the whole team's success. Like, I don't feel that I'm just, it's just me and my little silo. We're all, working to be an elite team. Number 135.
Yeah, baby. Oh, that's going to be
top 100 soon,
top 100,
right?
For sure. For sure. Top 100, here we come. That's awesome. And I mean, it's really reassuring to hear that we have such a welcoming and such a home, close group feeling. That's really reassuring, guys. We are a part of a really close group. We're part of a good group. Yes, baby. So, all right. So then, Lori, well, in this case, I want to know, you've done other programs before. Did you try anything different? Like, why this time around? Why was it so different? What was about, the program that you ran with?
I've never done any programs before. I used to be, a gym rat. I would go to the gym all the time. But since I had the kids, I always had the gym membership, and I would go for like 2 or 3 weeks. I'd be totally focused, and then something would come up where it would, I wasn't able to go straight from work. And then once I was home, there was no way I was going back out to go to the gym. So this just worked so much better for my life, because if I need to work out at 10 o'clock at night, I can work out at 10 o'clock at night. If I want to work out at 5 o'clock in the morning, it was just much easier for my lifestyle now. And honestly, like, there's no guesswork to it. When you go to the gym, you do the elliptical, and then you got to wait around for weights and this and that. And, with this, you just follow the plan. And when you follow the plan, it works, so there's no need for any of that anymore. And it's just become a habit and just part of my life now, where if I don't work out, I feel like guilty. I think about it all the time, whereas before it was just, whatever,
I think Monica posted yesterday, who else hates rest day? I never thought that I would hate rest day. I would look forward to rest day. I would hate working out. And now it's like, oh, yoga, stretch, rest. What do you mean?
Sorry. So true. It is so true. I have noticed that if I don't work out, like, my day is off. My day is just off. And people look at me and they go, oh, but you like to work out. I'm like, no, you don't understand. I hated working out. It's just I've been doing it for so long that now it's become a part of me. And guys, it will get to that. It will get to that. It will get to the point that it becomes a part of who you are, and you just can't now live without it. And that's yes, go ahead.
I can't remember at Summit which speaker it was. I don't know if it was Brenda Burchard or Darren Hardy, but one of them said that it could take 300 times of repetition of something for it to be, well, not to become a habit, but to actually change, like, what you were doing. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but
yes, it would change your other habit. Darren Hardy said that. Darren Hardy said it takes 300 times for you to change your old habit. So if you are into the habit of not working out, you've got to work out 300 times consistently, not work out in the past, like, 5 years, 300 times. No, work out consistently to be able to change your habit. Yeah, right? So, okay, now this is the last question, and I really want to hone in on this because this, I think, is something that a lot of us want to hear. We all want to know. Me for one, I also want to know. Quickly, I want you to tell me your daily routine when it comes to, from the moment you sit down and you start the business building, Power Hour, whatever your case is, whatever. What does your routine look like? So explain to me your routine and how you get these people on board with you, and how you guys have been so successful in hitting Success Club every single month. I think none of you guys have broken your Success Club streak since you became a coach. None of you. So tell me what routine did you build to do that? Oh, go ahead, Gina.
So, routine and organization is something that I do have to work on. So, truth, that's the truth. I do have my Power Hour sheet, and I do the the 4 vital behaviors for sure. For me, what I do is just kind of write down, here's, for example, a list of everybody who's liked or commented on my post. And I know that I have to go through everybody and just say, thank you for and it might be already repeated people, but I just go back and say either, thank you so much for supporting my post. Really means a lot to me. Are you on your fitness journey too? And I do finish that with a question, because when I didn't finish it with a question, they would just either not answer or be like, okay, you're welcome. And then from there it was like crickets. So finish that with a question. And then if it's people that I have already established, connections with, I kind of check, okay, who haven't I spoken to in at least a week or two? And I can go back, check in. Oh my goodness, your daughter is so cute. I saw that you guys went to Disney. So just kind of keep that relationship going. And then, add at least 5 new people every day, or at least 3 to 5 new people every day, because I don't want to be thrown into Facebook jail. So just for sure, always keep, your network, keep it growing, new eyes. So I mean, I think that's pretty much it. And kind of going through this list, and I just started using Google Streak, for those of you that don't have it, but I still really have to set the routine on that. But I do think that that's a game changer, that is going to be a game changer for me with organization. But yeah, definitely just strike up conversations. Regarding my posts, I post at least one workout video. I don't post Shakeology every day because I don't want it to be too commercially. So I do post Shakeology maybe twice a week. I do post that I work out every day, either a video, a pick play post, or a flex, or even a picture of my kids, with a yoga pose, like, oh, she's imitating me, or something that says that I worked out that day, and then something inspirational. But I want to be on people's news feeds, with something. And then from there, you get more likes and more comments, and the cycle keeps on going.
Yes, and another thing, and I don't know if you guys know this, but when you have a conversation, when you have a conversation with somebody on Facebook, Facebook will automatically put your feed, your post on that person's feed. So if that person replies to you in a message, then Facebook is the next thing you post will pop up in that person's feed. So again, numbers, it's all about numbers. The more people you guys are messaging, the more people will see your stuff, see your posts. So go ahead, Lori.
I'm right pretty much with Gina on everything that she said. I have my little notebook. I this week plan on meeting with my coach, Yvette, and we're going to be setting up our Google Streaks together just so we can keep track better of, to make sure that we're not forgetting anybody, and, chatting with people that we've, started a conversation with and we need to check in with them again. Everything Gina pretty much summed it up exactly the same as what I do.
And it's the same thing as what I do. So I think, again, guys, the leadership here is we're all getting it. We're all doing the same thing. That's awesome. Go ahead, Donna. Explain to us what you do. What's your routine look like?
So it looks nothing like what you guys do. I am very unorganized. I am a complete hustler. So I procrastinate and I will wait to it's Gina's husband. I will wait till the last week of the month.
Just finished Body Beast, so he's dying.
Oh, funny. No, I have a goal to be more organized. And this month, I actually hit Success Club rather early in the month. I think by the 15th, I was at Success Club 10. So I don't know what happened. I think word of mouth got out, and I had a lot of coworkers and spouses, and it was just people not in my circle were contacting me. But my daily routine, my husband and kids leave the house at 6:30, and I don't go to my day job till 8. So I have a good hour and a half to break out my phone and my laptop and get to work. So that's where I do a lot of my, when I see Gina's face, how do I change this view? All I see is Gina. What do you guys see on your screens?
Everybody.
Okay. So so I do my work in the morning. I guess that's when I do my power hour. When I do my workouts at lunch, so I don't have that lunch hour to kind of do my power hour. So I knock that out in the morning. And like Gina said and Lori said, I review conversations, people that have shown interest. I'm really bad. I don't go through the likes and the comments as much as I should, but I more think of people that I think would be good for the business. So I have shifted my audience more to recruiting coaches and not selling challenge packs. And that's been a big one for me because, you know, I'm a mom of 3 kids. I work a full-time job, as many of you do also. And finding the balance was hard in the beginning. You know, I don't have hours and hours and hours to do Beachbody all day because on top of being a mom and working, I also have to work out and prep food and shop and all this other stuff that I know you guys relate to as well. So in the beginning, my phone was blowing up and I was, you know, wanting to be all the questions and answer. It was like not working with my life because my kids were now being neglected. And my husband was like, what's up? You know, like Veronica and Gina say all the time, this is supposed to give you life, not take your life. So I've become more balanced and you got to really focus, like doing that power hour at any time during the day is crucial because you'll have the conversations all day long. That'll just become part of your normal routine. It's the, you know, honing in on the people that are like on the fence and then getting them over so that you can continue to build your business. So that's kind of how my day goes. I mean, my days are fast. Before I know it, it's 10 o'clock at night. The kids are in bed, and then I get back on my phone for a little bit. So doing even these meetings right now is unusual because, you know, my husband had to take over the bedtime duties. It's like, you know, we do what we got to do because this is really important to me as well. So I hope what we're sharing with you guys is helpful. And if you ever struggle with how to find balance, you know, you can reach out to any one of us because that was a big one in the beginning, which could also be a turnoff when you become a coach because when your life changes that drastically, usually your partners aren't going to be on board because anything that takes away from attention from them is not going to be a good thing, regardless of what the extra paycheck is or your fitness, or it's like you're gone. You know, you're here in the house, but you're not present. So I like when we say, you know, be present in the moment, turn your phones off, spend some quality time with your family because, you know, that's what we're doing this for. Like that's who we're doing this for.
Absolutely. So Darren Hardy made in his book, Compound Effect, he says exactly that. He's like, you need to set business hours because what's going to happen is you're going to build all this success and you're going to have nobody to share it with because you have neglected your family, you've neglected your life, and you have nobody around. So I'm guilty of that. I feel like my schedule is so hectic all the time and I don't have real set hours, not now because it's summertime. And then when school starts, my schedule comes out into a whole different deal. And by the time I feel like I'm getting a routine, then, you know, something changes and then it's, you know, winter time. And then so I always feel like, you know, I'm kind of all over the place. And I noticed Google Streak has been a game changer because I've noticed that I was answering people in the middle of the day while I was at work, and you know I was half-assing it, and then I wasn't being able to give them my all. Then I was reading what people were writing to me, and then I would read it and go, okay, I need to write back to that person, and then I would forget, and so people were falling through the cracks. I came up about 2 months ago. I made I did a post, and I was like, you know, to my team, and I was like, you guys, like, I need to figure something out because I just had a girl that was like, hey, so 2 weeks ago you said you were going to send me the link to become a coach. I'm still waiting. I'm like, how did you fall through the cracks? Like, you know, and it happens, guys. It really does. And so you guys, figure out a routine as soon as possible. Get organized. You know, I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm still trying to set aside family time, set aside, you know, a family day, you know, make Sundays a day where you just, you know, you only answer in the morning and at night, and that's it. The rest of the day is to your family. But I think it's very important, because at the same time, yes, you want to feel like this isn't consuming you. You want, like we were saying, which Monica had said it once, you know, this business should give you life, not take life. So it shouldn't be consuming you. And if it is consuming you, then you need to make a shift somewhere. So I'm going to open it up for everybody else. I don't know if anybody here has a question. Sharing a schedule with the baby. I can't finish. Hold on, let me see. Sorry. Baby is hard for me. Yeah, especially with newborns. Yeah, she has an infant, and yeah, babies wake up and but you know, we've got to find a healthy schedule, because in the end, it'll consume us, and then this business becomes not fun anymore. And then when it becomes not fun anymore, then we quit. And I've been there to where go ahead, Monica.
I want to say something, because I just as I'm hearing this, first of all, guys, Veronica, amazing job with this call, putting this together. These 3 speakers, the questions that you asked were on point, and what you guys had to share was like, it's gold. I just wanted to highlight something that I heard while you guys were speaking, because I think that in my 6 years of being a coach, I have heard every struggle that you could think of when coaches come into the business, from time management, like a lot of you talked about, you know, being parents, being full-time employees. I mean, I know what that's like also, to, you know, dealing with the haters and all that. And you guys tackled all of that. But one thing I really wanted to highlight here is that I think a lot of new coaches come into this business and they're not disciplined enough yet to understand that they can't pick and choose between the tasks that they want to do, the ones that they're okay with, and the ones that they're ignoring. What I mean by that is that I notice a lot of coaches do what's easy to them, or what they're comfortable changing, like the sexy stuff, maybe posting publicly in their psychology and their workouts, but they neglect a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. And these ladies, each and every single one of them, do not neglect the behind the scenes. And now I'm talking about creating contact lists. I heard Lori talk about that. I heard Donna talking about every single day, and Gina too, going out there and adding people to their network and finding old friends and talking to people. I heard all 3 say that they don't judge people before offering them. And I've heard all 3 say that they have been battling objections left and right. And I think a lot of times new coaches come into this and they want to ignore the unsexy, because that's the unsexy stuff. That's the stuff that nobody wants to do. Nobody wants to handle, right? It's so much easier just to post a selfie and be like, Shakeology, you know? These ladies tackled those things. And I think that that is the real game changer that I see between these 3 ladies that are all 3 success starters, all joined the business within a couple of months and are seeing movement. So to me, that was one of the most important things to highlight. Yes, we talk about time management all the time. Yes, we talk about posting. Sorry, the kids. Guys, stop. I want to call. Yes, we talk about all those amazing, you know, things and tips and tricks, but don't pick and choose. Every single thing that these girls shared is the reason why they're succeeding. So get out there and get uncomfortable. All right. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, take us to church. Monica, every time she talks, I just consumed. I love it. But exactly that, guys. Exactly that. So I'm going to open up the mic for everybody. Now's a chance. If you have a question for any of these girls or Monica or me, or just want to throw something out there, an experience you had that, you know, share it, because we're all in this together. We're not alone. One of the things that popped out with me, and it was Brandon. I don't remember his last name, but he was in Summit. God, I don't remember his last name.
Brandon Burchard.
Burchard, there you go. Brandon Burchard. The one thing he said, and I just loved it, you know, he was like, guys, look at your support. Like, look at the stadium, and the stadium had like 25,000 people. Okay, it was a huge stadium filled. Okay, I mean, we look like little tiny ants in the top, and it was just, when I look back, it was just, oh my gosh, all these people. he's like, look at everybody here. This is your support. Okay. This is, so when you're out there and you're getting objections and you feel like you're the odd one, you know, people tend to make you feel like you're the oddball out, or you're doing something that's, you know, not going to work, or, you know, and he's like, and I just don't get it. He goes, I don't get how you get back home and you let 5 objections, you know, turn you off, when you look behind you, you have a stadium of 25,000 people that are on board with you. He's like, so like, the next time that you get an objection, or the next time that you have somebody that tells you you can't do it, or they, you know, bash you or make fun of you, or whatever the case is, he's like, the next time somebody does that, just remember how many people are doing it. Just remember how many people are with you. Just remember how many people, you know, are on this journey with you and are and believe in this just like you do. He's like, and if you don't see that, and if you can't stop and remember that, he's like, you need to go back to school, because you need to go back to elementary, because your math sucks. He's like, you're not the odd ones out. They're the odd ones out. You know, guys, we are in such a powerful movement right now. And if you don't realize that and grab a hold of that and express that and show that to everybody, show your passion, nobody will be able to pierce you. Nobody will be able to even touch you. You'll be unstoppable. Okay. In other words, I like to say you'll be unleashed. And when you're unleashed, nothing anybody says or does or thinks or whatever, or muecas they make at you will change the way you feel. So go ahead, guys. I'm going to open up the mic and any questions that anybody may have, go ahead, share it away. Not all at once, just one at a time.
You took the words out of my mouth. I was like, not all at once. Oh gosh, this is funny. Now or never, guys. Donna's ready for bed.
Look at Donna. Look at Donna. Rocky
Someone
her.
ask me a question, anything.
I mean, you guys just nailed this call. I'll just say that. Kudos.
Monica, I know you have a question.
No, honestly, I did have a list, and by the end of it, you guys killed all of my questions. One by one. You guys killed it.
Well, I want to say one thing, if that's okay. Just continue to believe in yourselves. Be proof of the product. Even if you feel like you're plateauing, push harder, because I felt stuck. And then no one's going to want to do what I'm doing if I look the same for the next 6 months, or if I go backwards and I start, you know, eating the burgers. We actually stopped at Burger King, but all I got was the crown. So just, you know, continue to move forward, believe in yourself, work on yourself, and people will see that. And for me, I had used the word effortless. This isn't effortless. I mean, it doesn't go without effort, but I feel like I have reached this level with minimal effort because people are just coming to me. And it's as easy as sending them the link to sign up. So, you know, be creative with your marketing on social media and stop the scrollers. Like, get people to want to follow you and see what you're doing. Because you can do it. You're worth it.
Yes. Yes, Donna. Gosh, her energy is just, it's contagious. You know, I don't know. This is going to be epic to see Donna and Sue in the same room.
Oh my God. Seriously.
I can't wait.
I can't wait.
And now that you mentioned Veronica, her enthusiasm, guys, that's something that you need to show. Your enthusiasm for the product and the program and the way it's changed you inside and out. Because I remember talking to Donna about this in our first team meeting. It was a training that I saw. Somebody was saying, okay, imagine you see Titanic and you tell a friend like, oh yeah, you should see that movie. It's pretty good. Versus, guys, you need to see that movie. It is epic. I mean, the music, the plot, the dialogue, the actors, I mean, which movie would you rather see, Titanic or Titanic? You know, it's all on how you present it.
Absolutely. And now, Gina, on that, it's all on how you present, and sincerely, you are excited about it. Now,
Exactly.
if the person tells you Titanic sucked, would that bother you?
No, because I know I love
Yeah,
it.
exactly. I still like it. I still love it. So I think that we
Not for
forget
everyone.
about that. Like, and I think that sometimes we forget about that when somebody says, "Oh yeah, I don't like that Shakeology crap." You know, like we're like, "Ow, like that hurt my heart." Like, and then we walk away and we take that bit of pain with us, and we don't realize it. But then that's hindering us. And no, if that person doesn't like it, I'd be like, "Well, I'm sorry because I love it," you know, and I'm sorry for you. You don't realize, but your enthusiasm might actually change their mind to actually try it again, because they're gonna be like, "Okay, maybe I missed something. Maybe I didn't do it right, like something," because this person swears by it. Like, it's all in the way that you carry yourself, present yourself, and it how passionate you are. And if you are being proud of the product, that will just flow naturally. It will just come out naturally. So Lori, I don't know if you have anything to say. Oh, go ahead, Donna.
I just want to say one more thing. I get a lot of questions about people giving pushback on the price. You know, it's too expensive, yada, yada, yada. I seriously, this is how I promote the price. It's a bargain deal at $160, guys. Like, I say it like that. And then people are like, you know, it is a bargain deal, because, well, it is. But when someone gives you, if you don't think it's a good deal or worth it, and you're trying to promote it, like we all say, they're like, you're feeding off of them now instead of, you know, the other way around. So just, yeah, it's all
Donna,
in the way you present it.
Donna, that was actually amazing. You know, and I'm going to be I'm guilty of that. I think that I wait till like the last, like when they're ready, and then I go, oh yeah, it's on sale for $160. Like, I almost like just squeeze it in there. I just kind of throw it in there. And I think you're right. You're absolutely right. I should be like, listen, you're lucky to get something like this for that cheap, you know?
I almost come out, certain people, I come out with the price first, because that's eventually going to be the question. And sometimes that's the reason they don't want to do it. But I put it up there like, for $160, you're going to get X, Y, and Z, and unlimited coaching with yours truly. I mean, that's priceless. And people love it. They're like, yes, sign me up. So it's like, I mean, be genuine to you, but have that confidence that people want you to coach them, or they want to work with you.
They want to be a part of something. And guys, we are a part of something big. Okay. We are big. This is a movement. This is a big thing, a big deal. Be proud. I used to be like hesitant to tell people I'm a Beachbody coach. Oh, I blurted out like, no problem. I'm like, you know, my son's school, they're like, oh, how are you doing that workout stuff? What is it called? Beachbody? Yeah, I'm a Beachbody coach. Yeah. Like, I'm excited. I wasn't, not that I was embarrassed. I was just like, oh my God, what would they think? And what would they say? And then I was hindering myself. I was hindering my business. I was hindering everything. So Lori, go ahead. Any last minute?
No, I mean, I just want to thank you all too, because I think that you guys have really given me my life back, you know, with all of your support, because if I was doing this on my own, I would be 50 pounds heavier still, you know, sitting at my house eating my entire box of Oreos probably, you know. So, you know, I think this program really is life-changing. And I always tell people that, you know, it sounds so cliche, but it's true. You know, and I'm not just talking, like, look at what it can do, you know? So, thank you.
Oh, I love you, Lori. And I'm so glad that you are part of this team, and you're just epic. You guys are awesome. So, all right, guys. So I guess this is the final part of our call. Does anybody have anything? We're done. All right. So remember, believe in yourself. You can do this. Just, again, be be transparent, be unapologetically you. All right? Take care and have a great night. Have a great Monday. God bless everyone. Bye.
Bye.